of material. Sorting of material. Material. So this is the today's topic, and this is a topic from class 6 science book. Class 6 science book. So let's start. Let's start the class. So what is material? First we should discuss about the word material. So material means, what is material? Material means object, whatever we can see around us is everything material, object. Like this green board, this chalk, my jacket, everything, this wall, everything is object, whatever we can see. So how can we group or sort this material object into different categories? So first thing, object around us. Object around us. What are the objects that we can see in our surrounding? Like chalk, which I am writing. This green board is also material. Then duster, my headphone, earphone, neckband, whatever you can say, neckband, this jacket, we can see the light bulb. So everything is object, and objects are made of different things. The objects are made of different things. Like for example, we can say chair. Okay, so chair is made of plastic, as well as wood also, wooden chair is also there. So one object can be made from different material, different things, and and we can see that the single object, single material, like suppose soil. Okay, we can take the example of soil. We can use soil to make house, to make pot. Okay, so different objects can be made from the same thing. Okay, then we can discuss the property. We are going to have to erase these things. Then we are going to discuss about the properties of different materials. Okay, so next thing is property of materials. Properties of materials. Properties of materials. Like first, appearance. Okay, appearance means how they look. If we see in our eyes how they appear in front of us. Then hardness means whether they are hard or soft. Only touch this object or substance, how they feel, how they feel, whether they are soft or hard. Okay, then solubility. What is solubility? Solubility means whether they are dissolved in water or not. Solubility means whether the materials, you can write object, it is more appropriate. Whether the object is dissolved in water, S2, we can write S2 also, in water or not. Suppose we can take the example letter. Okay, so we discuss about the appearance, hardness, solubility. I'm just talking about this property in short words, in short sentence right now. We'll discuss and we will go deep into this topic in the later time. Okay, in the just after some time. Then what are the other things? And one important property is transparency. What is transparency? Whether the object allow lights to pass through them or not. Okay, like glass. We can take the example of glass. When the light falls on the glass, it can directly pass through the glass. Okay, so glass is transparent material. So we will discuss or divide the material on the basis of these properties: the appearance, hardness, solubility, transparency, all of these properties. Whether we can write it in a small sentence, whether the object allow light to pass through them or no. Okay, so these are the properties. One more property is there. I am forgetting this property, that is floating nature. Floating or sinking. What is happening right now? Okay, so floating or sinking. Suppose we drop the plastic box on the water, so the object will float on the water. It will not sink because of the density. The density of the plastic is less than the water. But when we suppose the nail, or iron nail, when the iron nail fall on the water, it will sink in the water because the density of the iron nail is greater than the water. So when the density of the object is higher than the water, then the object will sink in the water. But when the density of the object is lower than the water, then the object will float on the water. Okay. So we will go deep into this topic. So first we start from the appearance, how they look. Different objects look different. Okay. Like we can discuss about the metals. Like for example, what are the metals? Like the iron, Fe, copper, Cu. This is the symbol. And aluminium, air, these metals show lustrous nature. Lustrous means they are shining. They shine when the light falls on the metal. They shine. Okay. And what are the other things we are going to discuss? We can say that the wood. Suppose we take the example of wood. Wood is non-lustrous. It will not shine. It doesn't show the properties of luster. So wood is different and iron is different. So different. Oh, sorry. Here we have to write. Sorry. Different objects. Look different. Okay. The iron look different and the wood look different. Luster means shiny surface. Okay. And when the substance or the object is luster, they are shiny. They reflect the light. And the light falls on the object. They reflect the light. Reflection of light will happen. Then we are going to discuss about the second property, hardness. Like sponge. Okay, we can take the example of sponge. It is used where it is used? It is used to clean the dishes. And in the sofa set also a sponge is used. Okay. So these are the soft substance. Why we can easily compress. Okay, I have to erase this. Wait. Okay. So hardness. Sponge. The sponge can be compressed easily because its purpose is to be compressed. Okay. The soft material can be compressed easily, but the hard material like iron nail, can we compress the iron nail very easily? No, we cannot, because can't be compressed easily. It is the density here is very high, and you must observe that the sponge contains numerous holes. It is porous. Sponge is porous. It is porous. Have holes. Have small holes through which air can be passed. Iron nail can't be compressed. It is used in a different purpose. Like where iron nail used, we use the iron nail to hang something on the wall. Okay. And we can take the example of railway track. So in railway track, iron is used. We cannot use any plastic substance or wooden substance because it will not go long lasting. But the iron, it is very hard. It is strongest substance. Okay, so it will be better for the railway track. We need this. The purpose here is different. Just wait. Then we are going to discuss the topic texture. Okay. Then there is texture. What is texture? Texture. Texture means when we touch the substance in our hand. How it feels. Like when touch the soap, it feels soapy. Okay, the soap bubble, soapy. Our fingers slip in the soap water. Then next thing is solubility. Then the solubility. What do you mean by solubility? Solubility means when we suppose, we can take the example of salt. When we take the salt and mix in the water, so we cannot see the salt after mixing the salt in the water. That means we can say that the salt is soluble in the water. And sugar as well. Sugar is also soluble in the water. But if you mix the soil, suppose soluble in nature, soluble in water, but the soil insoluble in water. If we mix the soil in the water, then we can we can distinguish the soil with soil and the water. So in that case, we can say that the soil is insoluble in water. Okay. So this is the nature of solubility. And we can write here the substance. You can note it down. The substance which are soluble in water. Are called soluble substance. And this nature is called solubility. So this is the thing. Next, in the opposite, vice versa, you can write that the substance which are insoluble in water are called as insoluble substances. Okay. We can take the example like that. We can take the example of sand. Insoluble substance. When you mix the sand in the water, it will not mix completely in the water. So that we can say that the sand is insoluble in water. But the soluble substance like the salt, sugar, these are the soluble in nature. Means we can say that these substances soluble substances. And we can observe that whenever we add something in the water, whether the substance will be completely soluble in the water, like salt, sugar, or what happened in other case, the substance will not soluble completely in the water, like the sand. Okay, and what happens if we take any other case like the one thing is when we what is it add something in water, that substance may be flowed in the water if the density of the substance is lesser than the water or less than the water, then at that moment the substance will float. But when the sorry, density of the substance is more than the water, at that moment the substance will sink in the water. It will sink down. Okay, and there is different one case. That case is that when the density of the substance is equal to the water, then the substance is suspended in the water. Suppose this is a glass of water. This glass is full of water, and we suppose drop a cap, a piece of substance here. When the solubility of this substance is equal to the water, equal to the same as the density of the water, the density of the substance is same as the density of the water, then this substance will suspend. It will not go anywhere. This substance will remain here only, suspended. Suspended. This substance will suspend here. It will not go, it will not float, as well as it will not sink. This is the case we can say that the substance here is suspended in water. Okay. Like then we have to discuss the nature of floating or sinking. Floating or sinking. Just floating or sinking nature. Floating or sinking. And I have already told you about this property, but in short sentence. Okay. So now we will discuss in the deep manner. Suppose we take the example of iron already. If we take the example of a plastic ball. Okay. On the plastic ball, we throw the plastic ball in the water. At that time, plastic ball will float on the water. Float on the water. Why it happens? Because here the density of the plastic ball is lesser. We can say less than the water. That's why the plastic ball is floating in the water. And if we take the example of a stone, okay, so when any stone thrown in the water, at that time the stone will sink down in the water. It will not float. Why it not float? Because the density The density plays the major role here. The density of the water, not the density of the stone. The density of the stone is greater than the water. Than the water. Okay. So this is the property of floating or sinking. This property of material or substance help us to know the nature of the substance, whether the substance will float in the water or sink in the water. Then we are on the last topic, transparency. What do you mean by transparency? Transparency means we'll discuss this topic through the good example. Like suppose take the example of wooden door first. Wooden door. On the light, can we see someone from the wooden door? No, we cannot. Because why? What is the reason? Because the light cannot travel through the wooden door. So you can say that the wooden door is opaque object. It's a opaque object. Wooden door is an opaque object. Means light cannot pass through the door. Wooden door. This is the reason. This is opaque object. If we take the example of any glass is a transparent object. And it will allow light. It will allow light to pass through them. Completely. And if you take the example of paper is different substance because it is in the middle of the between the wooden door and the glass. The property, between property. It is, we can say, translucent. Paper is a translucent object. Why it is called translucent object? The reason is here, the paper, you can say it allows light to pass through them, but not completely, just partially. That is why you can say that the paper is translucent object. So we can say that the object can be divided. Object can be divided into three types on the basis of transparency. That is, first one is transparent object. Transparent object. Through which light can be passed completely. Then the translucent object. Translucent object. Through which light can be passed partially. And the opaque object. In opaque object, light cannot be passed through them. Okay. So this is the all thing, guys. And this is all for today. We are going to wind up the class. So if you like the video, please subscribe the channel and share the video and keep motivate me so that I will make more video for you. Okay, bye. Have a good day. Good night.